Okay, everybody. Okay, so this will be a nice gentle flow as opposed to last week. If you are looking for something harder, just drop your email in the chat box and I can send you links to some of those harder flow classes. But today is going to be a little bit more gentle. It's Good Friday, right? So if you have blocks, go ahead and grab those and just keep them off to the side. And we're going to start in a seated position. So that can be cross-legged, on your shins like me, legs out in front of you, whatever's comfortable. And we're going to start with a couple shoulder shrugs. So in your inhale, I want you to bring your shoulders all the way up to your ears. Nice deep breath. And then exhale, relax, and just let that go. And a couple more times. Inhale, shrug. And exhale, release. 2 more. Inhale, bring the shoulders all the way up. And exhale, release. 1 more big shoulder shrug. And release. Exhale. Turn these into shoulder rolls. Up, down, and around. Nice and easy here. And then let's reverse the direction. So pull back, lift up, and take it to the front. And 1 more. And then a gentle twist to that left side. And then over to the right side. Let's do that again. Just a gentle twist to start. We're waking up. 1 more to each side. Maybe you've been up for a couple hours, but this is really the first time that you are moving. Inhale, take those arms up. And exhale, let it go. Reach up. Big deep breath. Exhale, let it go. Good. 2 more. Exhale, release. 1 more. Keep those hands at the top. And go ahead and drop that left arm and reach over and across with that right. Keeping your chest lifted, grounding that right hip into the floor. And then inhale takes us back up. Exhale, dropping that right arm. Same thing, reaching over. Pressing down through that left hip. Inhale, let's do it 1 more time on each side. Exhale, take it down. Big reach, opening up through the side body. And center. Inhale and exhale. Reach over. That's the center. Inhale, cactus pose. Bring those elbows down. And then as you exhale, I want you to round in. Bring those elbows in as you round forward. Just a gentle forward fold. Inhale, we're going to reverse that. Pull those elbows away. Arch the back, lift the chest. And then exhale, come back in. So sort of like a cat-cow. All in that back. Inhale, lift and pull. Lift the chest. And then exhale, round the spine. Bring it in. Let's do 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Perfect. 1 more. Inhale, really pull those elbows back. Lift the chest. Beautiful. Exhale, round. Bring it in. And then here, just release those hands, arms down. Walk out a little bit further on your next inhale and exhale, just finding a gentle forward fold. Just gonna switch my position here. Just taking a couple breaths. Reaching in front of you, just a couple inches here. And on your next inhale, slowly walk it back up. And exhale, release. We'll just do that 1 more time. Inhale, walk those hands up, lift the chest, and exhale. Slowly start to drop that head, reach as far as you can. Take a couple breaths. And the next inhale, walk over to that right diagonal. Walk it over. Take a couple breaths, just like we do in that child's pose. And then inhale back to center. Exhale over to the left diagonal. Reaching over until you feel that little whole gentle stretch. Hold that there. Inhale back to center. Exhale, slowly roll it up. All right, let's come out of this position. So just shake it out here. All right, we're actually gonna come up to standing. So just make your way up to the back of your mat. So just nice and easy. Come on up to standing. Want to get to the back of our mat here. We're gonna slowly roll ourselves down, come into a plank, and then slowly roll back up. So we're gonna do that a couple of times just to warm up the body. So we're gonna start with our arms reaching up on our inhale. And then exhale, you're gonna swan dive, take it forward. And what I want you to do first is tuck your chin, roll the shoulders, start to bend at your waist, start to bend at your hips, bend the knees here, and then eventually those hands come to the floor. You're gonna walk out to a plank, take your time. We're gonna hold this plank for a couple breaths. So you can always lower one knee, maybe both knees in that plank, or keep both knees off the mat. Draw that navel in, take one more breath. Want to get that heat going in the body. And then exhale, drive those hips up and walk your hands back to your feet. So just reverse this movement. Slowly come up, stacking one vertebrae at a time. So the reverse of how you got down there, so nice and slow. And then inhale, those arms come back up. Exhale, lower, lower the arms. Tuck the chin down to your chest. Start to roll those shoulders. Bend at the waist, bend at the hips. Start to bend at the knees. Arms are dangling. And then eventually you reach the mat, walk it out. Find a plank. Couple of breaths. Finding sort of that internal corset around your rib cage and those abs. Keeping that core nice and strong, your gaze in front of those fingertips, and then exhale, hips back up. Walking those hands back to your feet. Take your time here, bend your knees as much as you need to. And then slowly take it back up. Stacking one vertebrae at a time. And maybe just taking note of how your body is feeling this morning while we're doing this. One more time, inhale up. Find those areas of tightness or soreness. And exhale, tucking the chin, rolling the shoulders. Maybe you're just a little extra careful or gentle with those areas today. And then very slowly make your way down. Find that plank for just a couple of breaths here. Stitching that rib cage together, making sure that your shoulders are right on top of those wrists. And then exhale, lower those knees, bring them as wide as your mat. Bring your feet together and sit back into your child's pose. Drop the head in between those arms. Shift your weight from side to side. Should feel good. Okay, so now we're going to do sort of a rolling cat-cow into child's pose. So we're gonna come up on that inhale, just like in cat-cow. You can bring your feet a little wider here. You're gonna drop the belly, lift the chest. And as we exhale, we're gonna round the spine, chin to chest, but also then sit back in child's pose. And then again, inhale takes it back up. You drop the belly, lift the chest and tailbone, and exhale, round the spine, roll down and back. You're sort of creating a rolling wave here. Inhale, drop the belly. Think of like ocean waves rolling. Exhale, roll it back. Let's do two more. Be mindful of your knees as well. Inhale, make sure you have that nice mat. Maybe two. Exhale, round the spine, sit back. Let's do one more here. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest. Exhale, chin to chest, round the spine, roll it back, and then stay in this child's pose. Just like we did in that seated position, inhale, walk those hands to the right diagonal. Go as far as you can until you feel a little pull, a little stretch. You're gonna hold it there for a breath. Next, inhale, walk it back to the center, and exhale over to the other diagonal. Maybe that nose reaches to your knee. And then slowly back to the center, inhale. And then exhale, take it to tabletop. So go ahead and make sure those feet are nice and flat. We're going to continue to get a little more warmth going in the body. Let's go opposite arm and leg. Doesn't matter which one you start with, because we're going to alternate. But just make sure it's opposite arm and leg. Inhale, reach. Exhale, down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, down. Your gaze is in front of those fingertips, down the mat. Inhale and exhale. Let's go at your own pace. Try to get nice and warm, stretching through those legs, extending through those arms. Inhale and exhale. And you're balancing a glass of water, a cup of coffee on your back. So start to really engage that core. Bring awareness there. Your hips will shake a little bit, but you want to try to keep them nice and steady, even while you're doing something as maybe as simple as this, right? So nice and slow. Let's do one more on each side. Keep that focus. Should be feeling warmer. All right, perfect. Let's go ahead and come into downward facing dog. Want to work our upper body a little bit with a couple of side planks. So let's first come to down dog. Paddling out those heels, maybe your first one of the day. Dropping those heels. While you're in down dog, think of pressing your chest towards your thighs. Maybe those knees come to the mat for a couple breaths. Take this at your own intensity, your own level. This is your workout, your practice. Inhale, we're gonna slowly come to our plank. So we're gonna rotate up to the right side first. So as you exhale, you have the option of lowering that knee first. So you drop that left knee, sort of rotate that left leg back, and then we rotate to the right. So we extend and lift through that right side. That right arm comes up, so notice how I have that leg down. Take your gaze up at that hand, and then inhale, you're gonna take it back down. Rotate through that knee and leg. Exhale, come back to that plank. Let's do the other side. So inhale, lower the other knee. Rotate, stack those hips. Lift that left arm up, just like our standing half moon, right? We're stacking those hips. Inhale, come back down. Exhale, let's find down dog. So just want to go through that 2 more times, just super slow. If you want more, you can keep that knee off the floor and maybe move a little faster. If not, you're gonna follow me. So inhale, come to that plank. Exhale, we're gonna drop that left knee. We're gonna open that your right arm is going to reach up. So you're stacking those hips, your gaze is up at that hand, and then inhale, slowly come back down. Exhale, come back to your plank. Let's do the other side. Drop that right knee, left arm reaches. Inhale and exhale. And we're really just there for a breath. We're just opening and closing. Come back to down dog. So one more time. Maybe you keep your knees off the mat. Inhale forward to that plank. Exhale, it's that right arm that reaches. So this time I kept both my legs up. Inhale, come down. Exhale, left arm reaches. Open up towards the sky. And then lower those knees and then sit back to your child's pose. Flip those palms, just give them a little breather here. Little release, good job. So you should feel that much warmer after that little sequence. All right, and then let's come back to our down dog because we're gonna come up to standing, do a couple of standing poses and some stretches. Again, today is very gentle flow. But we do want to get warm so we can get nice good stretch towards the end. So let's come back to that down dog. As you inhale, you're going to bend those knees, and exhale, you're going to walk, maybe hop or jump to the top of your mat, forward fold. So bend those knees here. Bend them as much as you need to in order to touch the floor. Drop the head. Let's go ahead and grab our elbows here, just like a rag doll. You're gonna swing, sway side to side. Relax your head. Release those arms. And then we're going to slowly stack the vertebrae one by one as we come up, just like we did in the beginning. So nice and slow. Make your way up, head comes up last. Once you're there, roll the shoulders twice. And then go ahead and step out, just so that you're now in the middle of your mat and just facing forward. Okay, so we're gonna open up those hips just a little bit. So we're gonna come into sort of a goddess pose. So feet are nice and wide. I'm gonna open up from those hips just a little bit. Let's bring our hands in prayer first. So we're gonna start with just the leg movement, and then we'll add some arms. So remember that inner core set, sort of stitching your rib cage together. Turn that on right now. Take an inhale here, and then exhale. Let's drop down, lowering those hips, bending up those knees. Come back up, inhale, and exhale. We're gonna do a couple of these. So you want those knees to track over your toes. You're gonna drop nice and low, beautiful. Keeping those hips forward as you do this. Perfect. Let's do one more with just the legs. We're gonna add some arms. So this time you're gonna reach those arms up and out. And then exhale, we're gonna bend at the elbows, pull them in towards our sides as we drop. So here we just wanna make sure our back doesn't arch too much. That's where that core comes into place. And you almost want to think of tucking those hips under a little bit while you're here. Inhale. Reach. Exhale. Keep going. I'm going to show you that side view. So we don't want the back to arch like mine is right now. See how I'm sort of arching my back. So tuck those hips under. Protect that low back. And maybe that just means you don't go as low. Inhale and exhale. Let's do two more. We're gonna hold that last one. We're gonna build some more heat, this time in that lower body. So last one, I think that was that last one. Hold your last one right here. Okay, perfect. Now I want you to extend those arms out. Now again, while you're here, not arching that back, right? Tuck those hips. Squeeze your glutes a little bit, push your hips towards me. Now what I want you to do is reach that right arm up and over. Inhale, reach, and exhale. You're gonna do it 3 more times. Inhale, you're still in the squat. Exhale, you're feeling that heat. 2, let's do one more. Just like in the beginning, that reach over, and now your left arm. 4, inhale, and exhale. Drop it in slower. Inhale, and exhale. We've got 2 more. Inhale, and exhale, last one. Reach, perfect. Drop a little lower, reach up, inhale, and then exhale. Bring your feet even wider, and we're gonna lower it down to a flat back. So now we're gonna get into those hamstrings from the side, flat back, just like this, okay? Take your arms behind you, hold this here. So right away, you might already be feeling a stretch in those hamstrings. Now take a moment, if you have those blocks or a pillow or something, you're gonna place it right in front of you. So grab that real quick. Let's come back to this. So halfway, have that block in front of you. Take one more breath, and then exhale. Now I want you to fold forward. And maybe you're already reaching the floor. If you're not, that's where you use the block. Relax the head, I'll show from the side. So you want to keep those legs straight. A small micro bend is okay. And I want you to rock forward and back. Very gently, just putting the weight onto the balls of the feet and then back into this heel. It's just a little gentle rock, forward and back. And then come back to the center. And then maybe as we continue to stay in this, you lower your block. Maybe after a couple breaths, you get a little bit lower. Wherever you are, I want you to drop your head completely. I'm just looking up at you all, but relax your head totally. Yep, just totally relax it. Hold that there. Take an exhale, maybe you go an inch lower. And then on your next inhale, we're gonna bend our left knee and just sink our hips back a little bit, almost like a lateral lunge. If you've got that block, feel free to move it. So we're just gonna sink those hips. Let's do it a couple times. Inhale up, exhale, sink back. Inhale and exhale. I'll just show you from the side, keep moving. Exhale, so you just bend that left leg, dropping your hips back. Let's do 2 more. Inhale and exhale. Notice my back's nice and flat here. Okay, last one you're gonna hold. Back is flat. Hold that there. It's just like a lateral lunge, but it's nice and low. Hold this for a couple breaths, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. We're also gonna feel those legs working a little bit, so not only a stretch, but you're gonna feel those quads too. Take 1 more breath, slowly come back up to the center, and now we're gonna bend our right leg, come back, shift it. So it's up and down, up and down. It's a small movement. We're gonna push those hips back. Inhale and exhale. Let's try 2 more. Last one. Hold on to that last one. You should be able to lift your toes off the mat here, so that weight is back behind you. Feel that stretch in those inner thighs. And then slowly come back up to center. Okay, we're gonna slowly heel toe our feet together. So bend those knees, slowly heel toe. So bring those feet closer to one another. Bring them to about hip distance. And then we're gonna reverse our swan dive as we inhale, lift up. So nice and slow here, inhale. Reaching those arms all the way top. Bring those palms together as we exhale. Perfect. Okay, so that should have gotten you super warm. We're gonna come back to that wide-legged stance one more time. And this time, we're gonna add little twists with it, okay? So we're gonna go side to side with our twist. So before we begin, let's bring those feet even closer. And we're gonna work through that side body to warm it up a little more. We're gonna make this crescent moon shape with our body. So inhale, reach those arms up. You're gonna interlace your fingers at the top here as you exhale. I want you to interlace your fingers so your pointer and thumb stay extended. A little taller on that inhale. And then exhale, pushing your right foot into the floor. You're gonna lean to the left. So think of a crescent moon shape. So you're gonna feel that big stretch right through that side body, but now into those hips a little bit. Remember, you're pushing into that right foot. Big, big stretch here. Keep that chest and chin up. Inhale back to center. Exhale, let's go to the right. Same thing, glue those arms to your ears. Push into your left foot this time. Hold this for a couple breaths. Make that nice, pretty crescent moon shape. Keep breathing. Push into that foot. 1 more breath. And then inhale up. And then exhale, release. Perfect. Roll the shoulders. All right. So now we're going to add a little bit of twist. Let's come back out to our wide-legged stance. So the wider your legs are, the harder this is. So you can always bring them a little closer in, less intensity. Take those arms out. Inhale, push your hips back as you exhale, and then release. Let's come back into that forward fold a second time. Using your block, relaxing your head. So maybe this time getting a little bit deeper. Take 1 more breath here. All right, on your next inhale, you're going to press your right hand into the floor and you're going to drive that left elbow up. Look over that left shoulder. So there's that first twist. Just start with the elbow. Inhale, take it back down, and exhale, pull back like a row. 2 more. Inhale and exhale. Just starting with that elbow. 1 more time. Inhale and exhale. Now, if you want, you can extend that arm straight up. Similar to a triangle pose. We're gonna hang out here just for 2 more breaths. If an arm doesn't straighten out, you can keep it at your hip. And inhale, take it down. Exhale, release. We're doing the same thing on the other side. So your hand is either flat on the floor or on the block here. So exhale, pull that right elbow up towards the right side. Look up. Inhale, take it down. Exhale, pull. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. This is my tighter side. Probably not going to be able to extend that arm. Last one. Pull it up and back. So if you can, extend that arm straight. Maybe you keep the hand on the hip, but you're looking over that right shoulder. Keep twisting, 1 more breath. And then release it down. Okay, so now we're gonna go 1 for 1. So inhale, pressing that right hand to the floor. Exhale, extend that left arm up. Inhale, take it down. Exhale, other side. Elbow or that fully extended arm. Inhale down. Exhale, reach and twist. Each one getting a little more room here. Exhale, reach and twist. Use that block. Inhale, 2 more on each side. Exhale. So the block does make it less intense. You're not as far down. A little easier to twist. All right, 1 more on each side. Maybe you're touching the floor. Exhale, last one, inhale. And exhale, perfect. Take those hands back down as we inhale. And as we exhale, we're gonna shift our weight to that right leg again. And you're gonna rotate to come into a lunge. So you're coming to a nice high lunge. I want you to lower that back knee, flatten your foot. Reach those arms up as you inhale, nice and slow. And exhale, hold. So right leg in front, left leg behind. Hold this right here, maybe hands at your hips, whatever feels good. Maybe a little back bend. So since we were just doing those twists, we're gonna do another twist down here. Inhale, take those hands down. You're gonna press your left hand into the floor or block and reach and twist. 1 more time with that right arm. Hold this here. Maybe hand at your hip. This is my tighter side, so hand at my hip. Look down. Make sure your hip, knee, and ankle are in a straight line while you're doing this. Keep reaching. 2 more breaths. Big reach. And then inhale, slowly take both hands down. As you exhale, you're gonna tuck that toe, lift back up to that lunge, and then we're gonna come back to the front. So you're gonna walk those hands over. You're gonna come back to that wide-legged stance, and then slowly walk to the other side. So move those hips, joints. Now we have our left leg in front, we're in that lunge. Drop that back knee, flatten your foot. Make sure you're in a nice good position here of that leg. Inhale up, exhale, hold. Stitching that rib cage together, but also if it feels good, adding that little back bend, gazes up, challenging your balance. So we should be nice and warm now. We're gonna go for that twist. Inhale, come down. Exhale, this time that right hand pressing in. Exhale, reach and twist. So same arm, same leg with the twist. We're gonna hold it for a couple breaths, using those blocks. Chest is lifted, hips are down. Mid twist, watch that knee. 2 more breaths. And then on that third, inhale, come back down. Exhale. This time we're just gonna go back to downward facing dog. So slowly take that foot back, downward facing dog. As you inhale, we're gonna come forward to our plank. And as we exhale, we're gonna lower knees and chest for that chaturanga. Inhale, lift, baby cobra. Nice and easy. Exhale, reach out the toes. Let's do that 2 more times. And then we'll find our way down onto the mat. So 2 more times. Inhale, forward to your plank. Nice and strong. Exhale, knees and chest. Remember, we're gluing our arms to our side. Flatten those toes. Inhale, lift. Exhale, retuck the toes. Down and back. You can break that up or go through it quickly. And then 1 more time. And then we're just gonna stay down after that baby cobra on the floor. So inhale forward, exhale knees and chest. You can do your baby cobra here. Inhale, lift, and then exhale, just stay right here. And what I want you to do is bring those legs a little bit wider. Arms down by your side, chin to the floor, facing the mat. As you inhale, I want you to lift everything off the mat. A deep breath, and exhale, lower. So just starting with those arms down by your side, because we're gonna add some arms in a moment. Inhale, lift. Legs are straight, not bending at the knees. Exhale, down. Good, 2 more, inhale. Exhale, lower. 1 more. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Okay, so this time, after you lift it, you're gonna hold it. And then what you're gonna do is bend at your elbows, almost like you're swimming. Bring your arms through, take it up, circle around, sort of like a breaststroke. Okay, so let's go ahead and lift up. Find that locust pose, arms by your side. I want to take a moment, look at my screen. I'll do it 1 more time. So with the arms, it's like we're swimming. We're gonna do 10 of those. So lift up, chin is down, here we go. Bend the elbows, inhale, reach overhead. Exhale, big circle. Taking it back around. Inhale and exhale. Try not to move your head. Here's 3. Keep breathing. Inhale, 4. Exhale, circle. You can always lower those legs if it's a little too much. Here's 5 on that lower back. And maybe it's just the arms. Here's 6. Big circle. Here's 7. Feeling that burn in those upper back muscles. Here's 8. Working on posture here. Nice, squeeze and lift. Try 1 more. Stay lifted. Inhale and exhale, and now you can relax. Woo, down on your side. Turn your head to one side. And just relax for a moment. If it feels good, bend your knees and windshield wiper those legs here. Just side to side. Deep breaths. And lower the legs. Keep those legs hip distance. Let's lift up into our Sphinx pose. We're gonna hang out here for a couple of breaths. So elbows are under your shoulders. Your forearms are down like you're getting ready for a plank. We're not gonna do another plank. You're done with that. If this is too much on those shoulders or your chest, you can always slide those elbows out a little further away, and that will give you some more space. Let's try 2 more breaths. Shoulders down, chest up. And then very slowly, now we can start to sink down. You're gonna turn your head to the other side. Arms again by your side. Maybe another set of windshield wipers if that feels good. And then slowly release. Good job. We're gonna press ourselves up to come back to a child's pose. So just very gently make your way up, or feel free to do a couple push-ups there if you want. And just slowly press back into that child's pose. Getting a nice stretch for that part of the body that we just worked. Shift your weight side to side here. All right, so now we're just gonna go into some stretching now that we're warm, muscles are warm. So we're gonna start with those hips and come into a pigeon pose. So this can be hard on the knee joints. The option here, if you don't wanna do your pigeon, could be sort of a half butterfly or a butterfly stretch, or we also do this pretzel. This is almost the exact same as pigeon. So you can take your pretzel or your pigeon. We'll start with our right leg. If you're gonna do pigeon, follow me, come up to that down dog. Take that right leg to the top of the mat, and then left leg stays flat down behind you. So ideally your shin is parallel with the mat. Obviously you see mine is not even close, but that's sort of the ideal position for your pigeon. So if you can, scoot that foot up and out a little bit. Maybe you slide a block under those hips. And then when you're ready, if you want a deeper stretch, you come down to those elbows. So we're gonna hold it for a couple breaths. And again, I understand if that doesn't feel good, so you're gonna do a pretzel on your back instead. Put the ankle over your knee, and you can hug those legs into your chest for a deeper stretch if you're in that pretzel. Let's hold that for a few more. Use those blocks, pillows, whatever you got to help here. And aid us in our stretching. All right, we'll take one more breath. When you're ready, slowly come back up to those hands. If you're in pigeon, inhale. And then exhale, we're gonna gently press back to down dog. If you're in pretzel, just very slowly switch the legs and cross the other leg over the other knee. Inhale and exhale with your left leg, left side. Again, ideally that leg is parallel, or shin parallel to the top of the mat. If you're in pigeon. When you're ready, lower to those elbows, get a little deeper stretch. And use the block. On your back, you can hug those legs into your chest. Butterfly stretch also works here, seated. And then if you're in pigeon, you're gonna slowly come back up to those hands. You can find one more down dog if you'd like. If you're on your back, just come out of your pretzel stretch. We're gonna join you. So if you're doing that pigeon, you're gonna slowly make your way down onto your back. Everyone's gonna then hug their knees into your chest. Gently rock side to side. Wiggle your toes. Circle those wrists. Rock side to side. Give yourself a little massage here. You're gonna make circles in one direction with those legs. Big circles here. And then let's switch opposite direction, just a couple. And then slowly lower those feet onto the floor. All right, so we're gonna bring those feet to about hip distance for a bridge. We're gonna add upper body component to it just to get a little more stretch in the shoulders and to add a little small challenge for our balance and core. So arms are by your side. As you lift your hips, you're gonna reach those arms overhead at the same time. You're gonna take them all the way to the back. They're gonna touch the floor behind you as those hips are lifted. Inhale, we slowly lower the hips and those arms come back so they stay straight. Exhale, reach overhead, lift the hips. And then inhale over, it's just a bonus shoulder stretch. And exhale. Now straight arms doesn't feel good. Maybe it's cactus for you instead. You can bend at the elbows. Maybe you make the letter T instead. That's less pressure on the shoulders. So a couple options here. Nice and easy. Inhale over, exhale, lift. And we'll do two more here. Last one. We're going to hold that last one. You're going to hold those arms overhead or out to the side. Maybe in a V position. V for victory. Maybe that feels better than arms close to your ears. Keep those hips lifted. Hold this here. Just a couple breaths. And then we're going to slowly slide those arms down. You're going to interlace your fingers underneath your hips. Get a little more stretch for your chest and shoulders. Roll those arms under. Feel that stretch across the chest. Hold it for just two more breaths. One more. And then very slowly release the hands and slowly lower those hips back onto the floor. Windshield wiper those legs side to side. Allowing those hips to come off the floor. Nice and easy here. All right, go ahead and let's hug our right knee into our chest. We're gonna keep that left leg long. So hug that right knee in. You can make a couple of circles there. The chest. And then take that right hand on your knee, open out to the side. Keep your hips on the floor. The left hand on your left hip. Keep that down. And now we're going to bring this across the body. So take that left hand, grab your right leg, bring it all the way across, extend through your right arm, look over that shoulder. Feel this in your spine, a little bit in those hips. You want a deeper stretch for that leg, glute, extend that leg straight, press through your heel. Try to make an L shape with your legs. Very slowly bend that knee, bring it back into your chest. And let's switch other leg. So bring that left knee into your chest. Right leg is straight. Make a couple circles here. Bringing through that hip joint. Left hand on the hip, open out to the side. Keep your hips on the floor while you do this. And that stretch in those inner thighs. So it's almost like we're doing a butterfly stretch here. And then very slowly bring across the body. Right hand takes over. Reach it all the way across. Keep that knee bent. That's where you're going to get that good glute stretch. So keep that knee close to your chest. Extend through that left arm. Look over that shoulder. Hold this here. If you want a little extra, you can straighten out that leg. A little bit deeper stretch along the side of your leg. And then very slowly back to the center. Hug both knees into your chest. Gently rock side to side. And then slowly lower those feet onto the floor. So we're going to come back to that crescent moon shape that we did in the beginning. We did it in a standing position. So now we're going to do it laying down on our back. So legs are straight out in front of you. You're gonna reach those arms overhead. You don't have to interlace your fingers, but imagine you're doing that same exact crescent moon shape that we did standing, just on your back. So let's go to the right first. So I want you to walk your feet over to the right diagonal as far as they'll go. And then the arms, same thing. Reach all the way to the right. You can turn your head to the right. Just go as far as you can until you feel that stretch along the left side of the body. Keep your arms on the ground, keep your legs on the ground. So we don't want to turn on our side. Crescent moon shape or letter C with your body. Hold this here. You can keep the head flat as well, or choose to turn to the side. Whatever feels good. And then inhale slowly, come back to the center, walk those feet back, move those arms. Again, you can even bend the elbows. Take an inhale and exhale. Now we go to the left. Reach to the left. Walk the feet over as far as you can. Hold this here. Big stretch through that side body. And then And slowly back to the center. Inhale. And exhale, draw those knees back into your chest again. Rock side to side. Good job. Circle those ankles. Okay, let's roll all the way to the left side. We're gonna come into this fetal position. If you have a block, you can place it under your head or even under those knees if you want. But fetal position, knees as close to your chest as you can. We're gonna give this an open book. So it's important to keep those knees close. That's gonna feel good on your spine. So I don't want the legs back out here. Bring them nice and close like you're in a ball. Arms are straight. So we're just gonna twist from our torso, not the hips. We're gonna open that right arm. If you would take your gaze and follow it, open up. Inhale and exhale, close it back up. Let's do it again. Inhale. Upper body twist here. Exhale. And one more time. Inhale. On that exhale, you're going to hold it. Maybe the hand reaches the floor, maybe it doesn't. Knees are still into your chest. Just stretching out the upper body and torso. A little harder than the lower body. This might feel a little bit challenging, and then slowly come back to the center. Close the book. Awesome. We're going to switch into the other side. So you can just gently roll the other side. Or you can press up like me and go over to the other side. Maybe your head relaxes on a block like me. Remember, you're in a ball. So start in a ball, knees really close to your chest. Arms are straight. Here we go. Inhale, open that left arm. Try not to move the hips or legs. And exhale. Again. Inhale, reach. Exhale, close it up. Last one. Inhale, reach. And you're going to hold it out there on your exhale. Over that shoulder. Big stretch. And then slowly close the book. All right, awesome job. Come onto your back. Woo, one more time. Let's find a nice happy baby to end our session today. So just one more stretch for that spine. Bend those knees, reach for those feet, extend those legs out. Rock side to side. Just find a nice massage here. Maybe you find something else that you want to end class with, maybe one of your favorite stretches that we just didn't get to. Whatever feels good. And then when you are ready, slowly release. Come into your final Shavasana. Any relaxation pose, whatever feels good. Wherever you're at, close your eyes. Very slowly start to bring awareness back to your body. Starting to move your head from side to side. Start to move your toes and fingers. Gently open your eyes. Bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself one last hug. Roll over to your side. When you are ready, press yourself up to any comfortable seated position. Couple shoulder rolls once you're there. Twist to the left and right. And then we'll take a nice big inhale, reaching those arms up. All the way up. Finding that victory pose. You all did such a great job today. And then bringing those hands together as we exhale over down. Closing your eyes one more time for just a moment and thank yourself for making this time for you. Doing something good for your body, your mind, and your soul. And we'll end our practice by saying namaste to one another. Namaste to all. Thank you, everybody. And a happy Good Friday to those that celebrate. I hope you all enjoy the weekend, Easter, Passover. Ramadan's still going on, so celebrations everywhere, and happy Friday. Thanks for coming.
Thanks, Ellen.
Thank you.